Hi, welcome to the Jer-Zee Drive-In in Marion, Ohio. We're starting to celebrate our 70th anniversary this month. So this is how I start my day out. I usually start with 20 pounds of ground beef, ground chuck, and make our homemade coney sauce. That's how it's at least every other day. Some days it's every day, depending on the weather and how much we go through it. So it's all homemade here right in the store. We're putting onion in the coney sauce. This is my next step. It's been ground, it's been cooked, and so now I'm putting some onion in it. Well, the next step is our secret sauce. No one knows of this except my husband and I and the previous owners, and they're the ones that actually created this recipe that we got when we purchased the business. So no one really knows what it is, but here it goes. One of the next ingredients that we're putting in there is a little bit of brown sugar. So we kind of make sure it's I just kind of eye it, put a half a can of ketchup in. All ready and complete. So now I just stir it every 10 to 15 minutes. And we cook it for at least an hour, depending on the consistency. And then we put it in the cooler to cool it down and get it to the right temps. And then I thicken it up and it's ready to go. And then we have 2 ice cream machines, 2 shake machines. And our fountain is old, but it's hanging in there for us. And we actually just went POS system last year and took credit cards. We haven't done that, we were old school. And so we just actually got new POS systems last year, so we could take credit cards last season. Like I said, we were old homeschool, computerized, but that's it. So, yep, this is where it all starts. We make our own homemade orange sherbet, and so orange and vanilla twisted or plain orange. Like I said, we make that, and that's something that a lot of places don't offer besides the vanilla chocolate. So, and that's good. And then we always have another flavor in the back. Right now it's Dole Pineapple Whip, like sold at Disney World, and orange Dole Whip, and it is actually dairy-free, vegan-free, gluten-free, and we actually do have some gluten-free cones. So if anyone is gluten-free, you can do that for a couple more weeks at least, because it's going to be till the end of June. We might be getting rid of the Dole Pineapple. So come and get a cone with the gluten-free and the gluten-free ice cream if you actually choose to do that. So come on over. We made some scrapbooks for our 60th anniversary, and as we approach for our 70th anniversary, we're probably going to try to do something like that again. I had employees make scrapbook pages for me that worked here this year. It becomes like a family to me. And then here's some old ads, and this is with my husband and I and little girl. She was 6 and now she's 30, married and has 2 children. Here's some old ads that I had found, and this is one of the old ads, and this is one of the first pictures of the Jer-Zee back in 1949. There's just some other pictures that we had and how the changes in Marion during this area. And that was inside the old machinery. One of the original owner's daughter was in there. My husband was a banker next door, and so the previous owners came to them. Since they were next door, they banked across the street. And my husband was actually thinking about joining one of his best friends into opening a bar. They talked about either a bar or a bookstore or just a business, and so actually was approached, and then we started talking about dairy bars, and they were getting to the age of 60, and her brother had some bad health issues, and so they were going to be selling in a couple of years. So they just kind of approached us and said, would you be interested in a couple of years? So we talked about it, met with them several times, and they did not have any children of their own, so they just didn't want to hand over the business that they worked so hard after 30 years to create. and to make special occasions with people, relationships with people. And so we started meeting with them, and they actually worked for us for 1.5 to 2 seasons, and came back and helped us with getting started. And then now they're relocated to Florida, and they're permanently there. But so we just kind of talked about a business, and I was working in the medical field, and so I quit my job and broke on both feet, jumped in both feet. I work 80 hours a week now, so to make it home, and all my family is in Marion, and so my niece and nephews work for me, our daughters work for us, of course, and all these kids become my family. Actually, they're really special to me. Original owners, Paul and Yuma Castor, had it, I think, built on this corner back in 1949, and we opened on June 23rd. But we're having our actual celebration this year on June 22nd on a Saturday night. We're going to have a live band, and we're going to sell 70-cent hot dogs and 70-cent short hot dogs, and small ice cream. This is our poster that we made for our celebration, for our 70th celebration. We're putting it on the windows and advertising, but this was made by our band person, John Mullins, and Make a Kick. So come out and enjoy the band. It's free, 5 to 9 out in our parking lot. We have some tents set up, and come enjoy the fun. Free entertainment. The last 24 years, I've met a lot of nice people. We had a guy that used to come here every day after he'd go to Bob Evans for breakfast. He'd come get his ice cream for the day, and he even put that in his obituary. So we become customers when they come once or twice or even 3 to 4 times a week. We used to have a customer that would come for lunch and get a hot dog maybe, and then a chicken sandwich or a burger or something at night. So you get to know them, you get to know their family, you get to know when their daughter's getting married or their son's graduating from college or they're having a new grandbaby. So it becomes like a community family, and my family alone is a Jer-Zee.